All right, guys. Welcome to State of Decay, a lifeline. I hope everybody's having a good day.
We will open fire. All right. Diplomacy's over, fuckers.
Greyhound 1 to Doghouse. We've got over a dozen hostiles here. We need orders. Doghouse.
Your ROE is kill all hostiles. Do not think, just stay alive.
I'll get right on.
Watch the front.
Yeah! That is how you slay a zombie.
You realize these were people, right?
Emphasis on were.
Greyhound 1 to Doghouse. We're still here. We had to abandon our vehicle.
Medevac is ready to go, but right now, Greyhound 2 is busy fucking up my LZ. Get over there and secure that extraction point. We're not gonna be rescuing anybody if we can't even land a damn helo. Doghouse out.
And there we go, guys. Welcome to State of Decay Lifeline. Now this game mode is real quick. Let me get the shadows are gonna flicker on you guys if I don't reset this. But the this game mode is, I wouldn't say it's underrated, because I feel like anybody who is like a real big fan of State of Decay has probably played this. But I do feel like among people who might be more casual with the State of Decay series and never have really gone back to play the first one, because there's a lot of people out here that have only played the second game and have not really put any time into the first one. And if that is the case, a lot of those you guys probably haven't seen this game mode here. But yeah, in State of Decay Lifeline, this is what happened with the military in the beginning of the outbreak. How they were operating in Danforth, which is one of the biggest cities. It's right outside of Trumbull.
I didn't join the army to shoot Americans, man.
Americans? I think we canceled their passports when they joined the living dead.
It's not like they were recruited, Vince. They fucking died. So keep that trash-talking bullshit up your ass where it belongs.
Somebody's got something up his ass.
Private Vincent, do you think the end of the world needs wise asses or soldiers?
Soldiers now.
Well, if you see one, you let me know.
But as you can say, this is a very different environment from what a lot of you guys are probably used to in the State of Decay universe. But yeah, we're playing as the military. It's a much different start than normal. Usually you start off with nothing and work your way up. In this, you're the military, so you start off with a lot and kind of work your way down.
We're not landing a helo on those Zeds.
Let's get in position. Holy shit, that's a lot of zombies. Hard right now. There we go, baby.
Greyhound 2, I thought we lost you.
You never call, you never write.
It's just the two of us now. I don't even know what happened to my comms. Everything went down so fast.
This whole mission is assed up. We dug in here like they said, but these bastards got in here anyway.
Camille, my brother, what's going
I know
on?
you're at the LZ. Finally, I got a helo en route. Get on the road and pick up that high-value asset before we have to go wheels up.
Roger, you have our position. Tell the bird to land inside the fence and get the doctor on board.
Roger that. Maybe one thing will go right today. Doghouse out.
All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to rearm. We just burned through a lot of ammo on that siege. So as you can see, military are a little bit more high profile. We don't need than your traditional survivors, obviously. Making a lot more noise. I don't even know if we have some... Oh, yeah, we do have some suppressors, though. We can kind of, I guess, quiet it down, up a little bit. Yeah, we got some meals, and we got like 60 plus rounds of ammo. We should be good with that. We should be good with that. And we got our melee weapon. All right, let's see. So this dude's coming with us. Are you coming with us? I thought both of them come with you. Yeah, I'm actually not super pro at this game mode. I've beaten it like twice, but some of you guys in the chat are probably way more subject matter experts with this game mode than me. Why is the other dude not coming though? Oh boy, just standing there, whatever. Yo, actually I want to take this military truck because that shit just is way cooler. Reshiram and Charizard. Yeah, that's a nice card. I think I have that card. No, I got Charizard and Braxian. Oh, it looks like he might be moving now. Yep, there he goes. I don't know why he wasn't. There you go. He needed a little. So the other dude just ain't coming, I guess. He's gonna guard. He's gonna hold down the LZ. Wait? My whole icon and everything is jacked up right now. Whoa! I've actually never seen this happen before. There we go. It was like the icon is pointing over there saying to reach the crash site, but I know the crash site's not. Why is that doing that? Might have to turn it off, turn it back on.
Zeds on your tail.
You guys know how it is. I think because this dude is just like stuck here, he's like messing my game up. So we're gonna give him a little bit of the Yep. Come on, keep it moving, bro. Yep, there you go. I need you out of the there. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna turn it off, turn it back on. Oh, sucking my shit from the back is crazy. Let me just drive till it redoes it. So crash site's actually right here, I believe.
That used to be a helicopter?
I've seen worse.
Yeah, there we go.
Greyhound 1 to Doghouse. We're at the objective. The helo is a wreck. No visual on the asset. I want headshots on all tangos, standing or otherwise. Confirm that our asset isn't one of them.
Military.
didn't finish it!
These guys were soldiers. You still think this is funny, Vince?
No, Sergeant. No way.
Doghouse to Greyhound 1. We're showing that asset is not at your position.
Confirmed,
course.
sir. No one here matches the ID.
Very military.
Alive or dead.
Well then, expand your search to the surrounding buildings.
Yes, sir. Greyhound 1 out. Listen up. We're gonna search these structures for friendlies. So check your fire.
Artillery spot here.
Clear. Anybody in here?
Nope.
We're done here.
Watch the front.
I'm gonna try to conserve some ammo. There he is. There he is. Got him.
Hello? You must be Dr. Thomas Horn. We're here to get you out.
I'm not sure that I should.
Doghouse actual to Greyhound 1. That helicopter is moments from your position. We need you to move.
Roger. We're loading up the asset now.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's good news, Greyhound 1. They're scratching at the damn gates over here. The sooner you get him in the air, the sooner we can all get the fuck out. Now go!
Yeah, we're not doing any loot runs right now. Right now we're VIP extraction is our main goal. As I said, this game mode plays a lot different than your usual State of Decay survivor loop. Said the pinned comment in the chat is at the bottom now. That's dumb. I wonder if they put it there because they think more people would see it and engage with it. Now, this is a straight up, this is not a mod, guys. If you guys have State of Decay 1, which I believe it's on Game Pass, you put up State of Decay 1, this is a DLC called Lifeline. Anybody can play this, yeah. So if you've never given it a shot, definitely check it out. It's really, really cool. All right, we got our first high value extraction here. I don't know why, but today this is acting really weird today. Usually I've never had any of these issues. The thing is it because I pushed this dude over there? For some reason, this guy broke. Watch, I bet it's him. As soon as I push him into the area, he'll be good. I don't know what the hell's happening. I think the chopper's inbound now. Unless that's just background noise. Yeah, it's just background noise, of course. So annoying.
Dust off in 2 minutes.
Where are you taking me?
Out of here. I mean, does it really matter?
We're taking you to HQ. Apparently, your research is our best hope for curing this thing.
Let me spell it out. I'm infected. One of those things bit me. I'm a dead man. You're wasting your time.
I'm not here to decide who's a waste of time. I'm here to get you out.
What if I turn while we're airborne? Attack the pilot? Bring us all down? What good did I do then?
Hey, whoa!
My time is up. Use your helicopter to save somebody else.
Doctor, no!
Damn.
So I guess we call off the medevac.
Who gave that doctor access to a weapon?
We have a lot of dead soldiers here, sir. We're now securing all weapons we can find.
Well, it's too fucking late now, isn't it? Why don't you just hand your rifles over to the Zeds? Save us all some trouble.
Sir, what's the plan now?
Just stand by while I unfuck this problem you created.
Sir, this entire area is exposed to the enemy. Our ammo won't last forever.
Shore up your position, soldier. Long as you don't fuck it up any worse, we can keep you supplied by air. Just stand by and don't let anyone else die. Doghouse out.
Damn, dude, like we got in hella trouble, and it's like it wasn't even us. I mean, he was infected, but shit. Okay, so we're gonna go out really quick. We do need food for the community, so we're gonna go. We'll grab. Come with me.
Ready when you are.
Can't do it.
Oh, so you're only allowed to have one guy come with you at a time. We're gonna run down the road. I believe there's a food spot down here. Yeah, we got a swine and bovine right here. Well, Far, how you doing, brother?
All clear.
All right, area's good. I've seen this here and that there. Okay, so hopefully be able to get some food out of here. Beautiful. Got a couple incoming. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, you know, in State of Decay to start off with like tons of ammo and shit. But this is how the military would have been. Obviously, they have resources, but their resources, instead of going from down to up, theirs goes from up to down. In most lore situations, at least. Let's see what kind of shit we got in here. Fire poker and a clock. All right, so we got 2 bags of food there. I don't think we're getting any food out of a spot like that. Chili Billies.
We've got company here.
Nice, got some ammo.
Nice.
There's a crowbar. We probably don't need that though. But I'll grab it. It's not really a military grade weapon, you know? Yeah, that should be good. No, what are you talking about? Why would I hook up to your TV? I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, with a computer program, but not on a TV though. Alright, let's get this stuff back to base. We did end up with 2 bags of food. I'm about to go hit another spot though. Whoop, that's a wall. There also is a couple warehouses like right around the base up here. I don't remember what kind of resources those have in them though. Okay, looks like some materials.
Clear.
Yep, 2 bags of mats. We got to drop off this other stuff in the freaking locker too, because my inventory's full. Let me see. I also got to check this base for facilities.
Doghouse actual to Greyhound 1. Come in.
Let's get that
This is
repaired.
Greyhound 1. We've fortified a position at the LZ. New outpost uses call sign Black Friday.
All right, Black Friday. You've got new orders. I'm putting together a list of people who work with Dr. Horn. People who knew his research and might be able to make a difference. If any of them are alive, then maybe we can still salvage this thing.
Just tell us where to go.
First up is his ex-wife, Julian Horn. She's a surgeon at University Medical. She was being ground evac'd on the other side of town, but the way the highways are jammed up, we think she's stranded. Get to her last known location, track her down, and bring her in. Doghouse out.
Nice.
Try to see what other kind of guns we have here. So we got a 5.56, XM8. We got a LMG. Damn, look at these guns, Chad. Look at these guns, dude. Oh yes. All right. So we'll see. What survivors do we have that we can play as? So we have this chick here. She has a small backpack though. She's got a 416. With 5.56. No big backpacks though. It's all good. Let's go grab the rest of this gear over here. Yeah, so I'm getting the base fixed up right now because we need more materials though. I know there are like you could send out the soldiers to go out and do like looting runs and shit. Tussin.
Clear.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good haul right there. When you send them out on looting runs, I don't know if they can get hurt in this. Like I said, I'm not super savvy with this game mode. When I played it before, I was
Carry that much.
I wasn't extremely thorough with my playthrough. We just kind of played through and beat it, and then that was it. Okay, so that's decent. Got a 45 cal pistol there. I like State of Decay 2 more than the first game because it's just way more replayable. But State of Decay 1 is great in its own right too. Like, they're both phenomenal games. Any person that's getting into the series, I always advise to play both games. There's no reason not to. They're both on Game Pass. So jump in, play the first game, you know, kind of learn the characters, learn the world, and then, you know, move into the second game.
Nice.
And playing it like that too, you appreciate the lore a bit more. You appreciate the world a bit more. That one, oh. We got some. Huh? I have no idea. Yeah, the second game, so they got rid of the they got rid of being able to like send people out and do looting in the second game, but they also did the follower system a bit better in State of Decay 2, so you were able to like, because I don't believe you could have a follower with you in State of Decay 1, and even if you could, they sucked and they couldn't shoot and you couldn't give them loot. You know what I mean? But then in the second game, you could have people follow you, and you could load them up with resources. So it was technically like you were running with two survivors at a time. It was really, really nice. Okay, so Julianne Horn is down the road here. We should have more than enough. I'm gonna grab some fire. Okay, we'll grab some fire here. I don't have a whole lot. Let me see. Can we craft up some, though? I'm going to do a... Oh, I don't... No. We don't need a munitions drop. We need building supplies. That's food, medicine, ammo, munitions. 2 random weapons, extra mags, and some suppressors. It's 200 influence, so that's so expensive. Yeah, these drops here are a little more on the expensive side. So we're gonna get mines though, planted outside the base. These cost a little bit of ammo, nothing crazy. And then for our command center here,
All search teams are now ordered to focus on gathering useful supplies for the base.
this will scavenge for small amounts of supplies in the surrounding area. This is thin to herd, and this is search and rescue. So right now we're gonna have them searching for supplies, because that's kind of what we need to do right now. We just got to kind of focus on building up, and then we'll probably focus on search and rescue to get more soldiers in our base. But as of right now, yeah, we're going to roll with that. We'll get... Oh, no, we don't need to make MREs. This would be nice, being able to cook the hot meal. But why can't I... It says, oh, requires electricity. Okay. This survivor's health bar is super small, the soldier we're using right now. highway's all gummed up. Yeah, that's fine. There she is.
Hey, are you here for us? We have a medevac down the road. We're looking for Dr. Julian Horn. Thomas Horn's wife? Ex-wife. Ugh, like it matters. Yes, please, get us out of here.
Got her.
So this is about Tom? I'm sorry, Dr. Horn. Your husband is dead. Ex-husband. Oh.
Yeah, she really
God.
pushing that ex-husband's role.
The brass thought you might know something about his research. Something that could help us. I'm a surgeon. I didn't have time to listen to Tom's obsessive theories. He practically papered our house with... Oh, crap. You don't want me. You want his notes. The house isn't too far from here. I'll show you where to go.
I did not watch the Stalker showcase. No, I didn't see the Xbox stuff. I know people expected to see a lot more from that showcase, but I just want you guys to understand, like, when it comes to those showcases, you got to remember Xbox has their big showcase coming up in like 2 months, and they're never going to kneecap themselves and release something crazy huge when their big showcase is coming up in just a couple months. You know what I mean? So if you're going to see something big, it's generally going to be at that. They're not going to do anything before that. Like, why would they, you know? They probably show some small stuff, that way they can free up some space during their big showcase. But okay, we got a small horde here. Okay, got a good bit of zombies here. It's an infestation.
Don't tell me. That's your house? I didn't invite those people.
Hey, I can help clear them out. I'm in the reserves.
I'm in the reserves.
Outstanding. We've got this. Won't work.
Why did you go? That's crazy, bro.
Not a chance.
That shit literally went behind me, bro.
Damn, you come out of that without a scratch?
Clear this out.
Somebody get over here!
All right, I think I know where I stuck his notes. How many times did I tell him to clean up his crap?
Search fast, all right? I want to make it out alive.
Oh, we're good, we're good. I ain't got no hate against the reserves. I was in the reserves for a little bit. I wouldn't have led with that, though. I would have just, like, said, yo, you can count on me. I'm also in the army. You know, just been like, I'm also in the army. And I'd have been like, oh, okay. You ain't gotta be like, I'm in the reserves. Then I'm gonna be like,
Nice.
Hostile targets.
Got him. We're good. Greyhound 1 to Black Friday. We're en route with Dr. Horn. Let Doghouse know we're ready for extraction. Roger that, Greyhound 1. Might want to hurry back. We're seeing a lot of movement around here.
Why would that make us want to hurry back?
yeah, we got another freaking siege coming. Oh, we got a mace. Let's go. There's definitely more goodies in that house. No, Red Talon existed.
Enemy targets acquired.
I'll actually show you guys when we get on the highway. Red Talon was always a thing in State of Decay. I'll show you guys. It's on the highway somewhere. Tight. Tight like a tiger. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you guys. It's like a little bit of a detour right now.
I've located a Z infestation.
So you see that right there? That's a Western Allied Industries truck. And you can see the Red Talon logo on there. And so this is pretty early on. That's not what I was trying to show you, but that is one example of Red Talon already existed. Red Talon was I believe before the apocalypse, Red Talon was a private, like, military group, like mercenaries. Kind of like a Blackwater or like something like that. And our... Yeah, they were like a private military organization. I swear there was a billboard for it around here somewhere. That's gummed up real bad over there. Holy shit. We'll probably find it at some point in the playthrough. I think there's literally only one Red Talon billboard, though, in the whole map, and I don't know where the hell it is. There's one over there, but that's... I don't think that's the Red Talon one. But yeah, ultimately, Red Talon existed. Shit. Fucking kidding me right now. Red Talon did exist prior to State of Decay 2. It just functioned differently than it did in State of Decay 2. It's all good. I'm gonna get it down. I just gotta push it a little bit. Give it a little bit of the give it a little bit of persuasion.
Greyhound 1, this is Black Friday. We have a visual on you now. You better double time it back to base. We have a situation developing here.
Oh yeah, so you see that picture up there? Give a spleen, save a life. That's Lily Ritter on that picture, guys.
Doctor, keep away from the gates. But stay where I can see you, all right? You get in trouble? I want to know about it.
Top off.
Sir, we've set up a watchtower where you can see the whole perimeter.
Good. We'll need more firepower than we have on hand. I'll take that position and call in fire support.
Well, let's make sure we got this. I mined the outside area, so we do have that for the defense. Also got a locker up here.
Contact east. Contact.
Barrel. Mines are working. These mines are working, but they're gonna run out. Or is that it? That's it? Okay, easy.
Black Friday to Doghouse. We have Julian Horn in the air with a stack of her husband's notes.
Roger that, Black Friday. Better than we hoped for. Hold your position, wait for the next name on the list.
Roger that, sir.
You've been effective enough that I'm allocating some assets to back you up. Drone recon, airstrikes, they're standing by for you. Doghouse out.
That's the good stuff, guys. That's the good stuff. That's what I mean. We're strong, chat. We're strong.
You may want to hear this. I picked it up over the radio.
Hello, everybody. This is Vienna Cho, the last voice of Danforth. If you're listening, I'm here to help you survive. In case you didn't notice, the army pulled out of the city hours ago. They finally found a problem they couldn't kill, so they ran away. But you know what? I've got a police scanner, a ham radio, and a satellite phone. So if you're stuck, get me on the line and I'll get the word out. Together, we'll get out of here alive.
Damn,
You know, if we're close to one of her people, we might be able to bring him in.
Maybe, but our orders are about the big picture. I'm not sure if one civilian with a mic changes that.
so we'll stay with her for right now. Okay, so I wanted to go out. We got to try to find a few more loot locations. We'll stay close to the perimeter here. We don't have any... Oh, we got something here. Stranded soldier, actually. Yeah. Try Screamer. It's a new racing game. That's a weird name for a racing game. this one's down the highway a bit here. Ooh, shit, that's a lot of zombies. Hey, soldiers.
What's your status?
We're all that's left of our unit. We could use some orders, sir.
Let's get them home. Easy enough. Bam is doing good. Bam is doing good. Got a big grocery store there too. We could loot for food. Forward. Any fun summer plans? No, just a lot of housework. Try to get the house in better shape this summer to prepare for winter. Yeah, this winter kind of showed us some of the flaws that we got in the house, and we spending the summer trying to get that stuff squared away.
All right, this ain't the Hilton. Secure your trash and see ops for your duty assignments.
Yeah, they're soldiers. Now, I don't know if any of them are instantly playable. Nope. So State of Decay 1 has like a weird, when you recruit people, like, even though you recruit them, they're not all playable instantly. You have to like play as the characters, do missions, earn trust, and then like as you do more, like more characters become playable. Yeah, well, you got to think there's a lot of vehicles in this State of Decay because this is very early in the apocalypse. Like this is very, very early. Imagine like if the apocalypse popped off tomorrow, right, and 90% of the population was killed off, you know, within the first couple days. Think of how many running vehicles are going to be around. You know what I mean? There'd be cars everywhere. It wouldn't be until after a couple months. Here's the barracks. And years and stuff where you really start to see them deteriorate and damn, it's dark as fuck in here. Kilo, come with me.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, I think you can get power at this base, though. I think you got to build a generator. Yeah, we got to build a generator. But in order to set up the generator, we need to set up a workshop. So let's do the field workshop. Get that set up. And then once we do that, we'll be able to go ahead and get the generator going. We're going to need some more materials, though. There is another warehouse, actually, right over near the base on the other side here. I don't know if... Let's see what's going on in there. Yeah, on this back side here. dark as shit in here. I was able to get 2 rucks. I gotta make a bit more space in my inventory. Inventory's a little packed, and she's only got a small
All right,
backpack.
survivors, we have our first caller. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your situation.
My family and I are holed up in a building near a house. We only made it a few blocks before they boxed us in. Please, anyone. I can't watch my family die.
Damn.
This is what the Army left behind when they ran away. Now it's up to you listeners out there. We will broadcast their location until you tell us they're safe. If you've got the means, get over there and help out.
You know there ain't no civilians who can roll up on a horde and just clear it out for these people. It's us or nobody.
I agree, but it's not that simple. We have orders. We can't just extract whoever we want.
Yeah, a bigger backpack would be nice, but gotta make do with what we got. I got 2 mags here. We'll go try to rescue the civilian. Don't know what. Oh, there they are.
Stay calm. I'm on the way.
Just gonna drop off these mats real quick. Bam. Let's go rescue the civvy. That's what we do, guys. This is what I would like to think the Army would have been doing. Rescuing what civilians they could. Trying to get science. It's kind of almost like Resident Evil, if you think. That was kind of this. Yeah, wasn't that kind of the story of Resident Evil 2? Umbrella in the military or whatever, they were trying to extract all of the scientists to try to get a handle on things. Well, that, at least that's what it looked like they were doing. Wow, a lot of zombies. It's a dead zone over there.
We could do one more sweep. All clear.
Where's your family, bro?
They're all dead. My family is dead. Oh God. What's the point? What's the fucking point?
I'm with the U.S. Army. We're here to pull you out.
What, just leave them here? To be food for the...
Lower your voice. It's all we can do right now. Your family wouldn't want you to die.
So this is my life now. Whatever, let's just go.
Yeah, so you guys have an idea of, so this is the middle of Danforth, the actual downtown, and as you can see, it's like you would think the inside of a city would be. It's absolutely just gone. They call these dead zones, where the zone is just completely, it's just, they just gave it to the dead. State of Decay 2 actually has people with traits called dead zone runners. So they're people who that actually go into those dead zones for loot and things. I'm like, bro, if you're a dead zone runner, you're one of the real ones.
So, when the helo drops you off at the Capitol, just try to lie low. We didn't exactly get permission to extract you.
Yeah, it's like, what are they gonna do, man? So I think we're gonna go over. We need ammo and fuel. I want to see here. So yeah, we got the workshop building currently. That's almost done. We get mines planted again. Nope, didn't want that. Mines. And then once this is built, we're gonna build our generator. Yeah, so our ammo is like really, really low. I want to see if we can go find a... So there's nothing at the artillery site over there. I think we're going to have to do a radio call in for ammo. Yeah, I have to do a munitions drop. I mean, we got a lot of loose, so I'm not too worried about it, actually. We're good. We got a lot of loose ammo. Thanks, bub. Love you, bub. Yeah, let's go see what we got over here for resources. There was the military helicopters too that crashed over here. I don't know if there was any loot that we could have got from that. But the artillery site was pre-looted. Might be able to get some fuel from here. Oh shit. Oh fuck. He's gonna shift.
Looks like an infestation. All clear.
Down. Yeah, we ended up getting hit back-to-back hordes right there. One group though obviously came from the infestation, so we're good.
Survivors, we have a caller. Why don't you tell us your situation?
I found a place to hole up. It's really well stocked. I can't carry everything, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'll split it with the first person who shows up with another pair of hands.
Got food. We could go grab that resources with that survivor. Oh, the new Starfield update? Yeah, I mean, at some point, I'm probably going to check that out. It sounds super interesting to me.
All clear.
As for when, though, I'm not sure. We got quite a bit on our plates right now with Crimson Desert and everything else we're trying to play at the moment. When is that Starfield update supposed to go live anyways? Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead. Let's see where that survivor is. There he is.
I'm headed your way now.
April 7th. And when is that James Bond game supposed to come out? I think that got delayed to like May or something like that. Was it? It was that one got delayed, I believe, a bit further than I think. Mill truck's a little beat up here.
No, I wouldn't say no to a hand, partner.
All clear.
Okay, that was it. That was interesting.
No, I wouldn't say no to a hand, partner. Dude, help now, please!
Yeah, the thing about Lifeline 2 or any full-blown like DLCs for State of Decay, the hard thing was the game was so bare bones when it dropped. They spent years just getting the game
I don't think I can carry anymore. Let's just go.
to the point that, you know, that they probably envisioned for it. That thing, I think State of Decay had like what 38 updates or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they would have liked to have done more, but when it came down to it, they had to choose. They did Providence Ridge as a new map, and then they everybody wanted Trumbull Valley. Everybody wanted Trumbull Valley, so Trumbull Valley ended up winning out on the big expansion. FJ Semper Fi, brother. That's why, for me, we don't have to see Trumbull Valley again in State of Decay 3. Like, I'm good. We've had our fair share of Trumbull. Let's move on to somewhere else in the world. Let's experience something new.
Get settled. We'll keep you safe until the helicopter arrives.
Thank you.
So she's getting tired. Gonna swap out. So Kilo, can I play as you yet, dude? Nope.
We just received a request for assistance on a supply run. Transmitting coordinates now.
Here it is. Help soldiers bring a big haul of supplies. That's good shit. Let me get my ammo and stuff squared away here. Got some 7.62. Got some fire. All right, let's do it. every item in State of Decay 2 faster than him, so I did, and the developer went and updated the game at the last minute. What do you mean? There's, yeah, what do you mean they updated the game at the last minute? Are you talking about like? Because I was gonna say we haven't seen an update for State of Decay 2 in like 2 years. Are you talking like before they sunsetted the game? Because they did release a bunch of items they had locked away for certain things. Because they did release a bunch of, I believe it was like all the DLC, like special edition stuff. They made it available for everybody.
Hey, come here for a second.
All clear.
I need these materials, bro. Huh? I had one piece of that, like, on the day of your birthday. What I think about the John Wick game. I don't know anything about the John Wick game. I didn't even know there. Are you talking about that little cheap shooter game I was playing before? I don't remember the name of that game.
I found a stash of supplies. You mind helping me bring this stuff back to base?
Hell yeah, brother.
Let me look around a bit more.
Oh, there's a new one being made. Yeah,
Watch your back.
I didn't see anything on that. He should be good.
Okay, let's get moving. Lead the way. Watch the front.
There was something in the back of that truck there, that box truck. I think that's what people talk about, the ammo drops in the back of the trucks. We'll check those when we leave, as soon as we drop this off.
Thanks for the company. I'll make sure this all gets to the right place.
We'll check the highway here. Search the back of some of these trucks.
Greyhound 1, this is Black Friday. I'm having trouble raising Doghouse on the radio.
Doghouse
Keep
has
trying, Black
collapsed.
Friday. We'll be under siege any minute. We're going to want air support.
I've been trying for half an hour. We've got nothing.
Not Doghouse, bro. That was all of our military might. We didn't even get a chance to use our drone support, dude. Or our artillery drops. Give you all these cool toys and then we didn't even use them.
I just found.
What is it?
Countertop's broken. Literally cracked in half and huge chunk taken out.
From where?
Right in like where the stove is. All the way at the edge. Like that's the edge of the stove. I literally only caught it because I would rub my hand.
Might have been from the heat.
Why the fuck would you put a stove there if you can't keep the fucking heat?
Mm-hmm. So we got a little bit of 7.62 out of that truck. Nothing great. That one is empty. There's so many vehicles in this one. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, even if this truck, we just swap it out for a new one. Damn. Yeah, the atmosphere of this map is so dope. Was it feral? I think we're good though.
Defender to Black Friday. I've got medevac en route for any refugees, but your unit will have to stay put.
You're in contact with HQ? Any word on who's running this show?
Doghouse is out of commission, but if you got SATCOMs, you can reach High Road out near the state capitol.
Our comms officer was lost with Greyhound 2. We haven't been able to locate his satellite gear.
This operation isn't moving till we get intel from the outside. Setting up SATCOMs at our radio post is now priority 1.
Yeah, so we just lost communication with our support unit. Well, more like a headquarters unit. Damn, that was a jug. All right, so now we're starting to see some freaks. Got another siege incoming right now. I got mines though, so we should be good. Come on, partner. So it wants us to upgrade the radio. Let's get that going. Oh, I thought there was a siege about to pop off. So I guess we're to stage 3, which means the siege can pop off at any minute. Yeah, we got to grab a new vehicle. There's a SUV. Well, we got the pickup here we could use too. I don't know if this location across the way here has containers. Like if it's lootable. It's got a lot of zombies, I'll tell you that.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yep. Okay, this horde's coming. Shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Contact east.
Let's go.
Hey folks, that's the second time the Army has swept in and rescued one of our callers. Has something gone wrong with the chain of command? Because I know the Army has officially pulled out of Danforth. I'll take whatever help we can get, but listeners, keep your eyes open. It doesn't take much for an army to turn into a mob.
She's just a ray of sunshine, ain't she?
All right, so we are actually really low on base ammo, though. We got to figure something out, guys, because we're gonna let me see if we call in the general supplies drop. Oh, we don't have contact with HQ. Shit. So we're kind of on our own right now. Oh, so they need this to upgrade the. They need the radio post. Yeah, we're working on reconnecting with HQ right now. Close the steel door.
Stick to your comms, everybody. Let me know if you raise anyone who can tell us what we're doing here.
Got it.
I've got a buddy who's a cannon cocker. I know where they're deployed.
The artillery unit. Are you in contact?
Not in a while. But if we can get to those guns, maybe we can even the odds a bit.
Do that. And don't get killed.
All right, that'll make it nice and easy for, or
We should do one more sweep.
maybe it'll give us the radio command again for artillery, because we lost that when we lost contact with higher ups. But this should get the, damn, it's actually a good horse. How far? So Jagger, the one thing we seen on that forum or that interview that was done for State of Decay 3, it said that State of Decay 3 was like supposed to be like 7 to 10 years into the future was what it was projecting.
I found what we needed.
It looked pretty far. So you gotta think the first game takes place about a week or two after the outbreak. The second game takes place about 18 months to 2 years after the outbreak. And then the third game is potentially going to be 7 to 10 years after the outbreak. So way far into the future. Okay, so that radio will be done in just a few minutes. So there it is. Oh, so that wasn't the right spot. Can we grab him to go with? Oh, I think they meet us out there actually. Yeah. I'm eating some chicken with some salad. Nah, Scylla, the thing is, like, I get it, you know, wanting this, but it's the same map, you know what I mean? I feel like if they really want to push forward with State of Decay, they got to we got to start going to some new places. 3 games in a row with the same area, just over and over and over again. It's too much. It was a nice little nostalgic thing for them to do in 2, but if they do it again, then it's just like, people are gonna then start judging. I'm like, bro, like, is that the only map y'all know how to make? You know what I mean? You do it once, 10 years later, nostalgia. You keep doing it every time, then it becomes a pattern. Ready, Vance?
Artillery site has over a dozen hostiles. Nothing a couple of army-trained badasses can't handle.
Is the equipment in good shape?
Let's clear some Zeds and find out.
Well, Ray, they already... So the thing is, because I've seen a lot of people say that. Hold on, let me go grab a drink real quick, guys. We can do this. Give me 1 sec. All right. But yeah, that was always one of the things that people kept asking when State of Decay was out. State of Decay 2, people were like, oh, I wish they would bring back Breakdown. But the whole design, because Breakdown was a very successful, it was a very successful game mode for State of Decay. Because the original story got really boring really quick, and you could only play through it so many times before it was kind of like, all right, yeah, I'm over this. So then when they introduced the Breakdown game mode, what it did was it gave players a chance to kind of advance, and you know, there was a lot of longevity, you know, especially if you played up to like the higher Breakdown levels, because they had different heroes tied to doing certain challenges in certain levels, and it was really, really good. But the problem with Breakdown was in State of Decay 1 was it was the same map over and over and over. So it was like by the time you got through like 6-7 rounds of Breakdown, you're like, bro, like this is so stupid. Like this map is so stupid. Like I'm tired of the same map over and over and over again. So then they seen the success from Breakdown. That's why State of Decay 2 is how it is, because they took the formula that made Breakdown so successful and they implemented it into the main gameplay loop. So with State of Decay 2, you play the game, you beat the map, and then you can take your same community and move to another map. So instead of having to do the same map over and over and over again, you just move to a new map. Now, the only thing they don't do is the progressive difficulty, but State of Decay already has built-in difficulty. State of Decay 2 has built-in difficulties now where you have lethal zone. So you can already kind of do the map hopping thing, just changing maps with the same community over and over and over again if you wanted to. In State of Decay 2, the only thing that it's missing is the scaling difficulty, but the amount of people, I forgot what Undead Lab said, the amount of people that even went above breakdown level 8 was like less than 1%. Like it was super small. Like not very many people went even above breakdown level 8. So it's like, they're not going to sit here and build a whole entire scaling difficulty like that, you know, for such a small amount of people to even utilize it. Bring the truck closer.
Watch your back.
A lot of armored.
You were untouchable out there. Zed's incoming. On your right. Artillery is operational, sir. We can start lighting up the Zeds anytime you want.
I'll call in to establish an outpost here. Nice work, Private.
Thank you, sir.
Black Friday to Greyhound 1. We're done upgrading the radio post. When you're ready to contact High Road for new orders, just give us the word. Outstanding, soldier. Greyhound 1 out.
Hell yeah. So now we got access to High Road.
We just received a request for assistance on a supply run. Transmitting coordinates now.
This is Vienna Cho with an urgent cry for help. Caller, please, go ahead.
Remember when the Army was still dropping emergency supplies? Well, I've got mine right here, and I'll share them with the first human being I see. Just come and get me out of here.
We'll see where that dude is. Okay, he's up here. And then we also have the
Stay calm.
supply run soldier there right there. Got it. What side are we on right now? Oh wow, we're actually pretty close to that already. How to get over here. So, oh, he's like in the back area over here. I don't know if we can drive in there anyways. I don't see an opening in the gate unless it's on this other side. There we go. There we go. It looks like a dock, dude.
All clear.
That's the most important stuff. I'm ready to move. You actually came? I can't believe it.
Believe it, and get moving. The Zeds always come back.
Got him. We'll be doing Crimson Desert tomorrow. We're gonna drop this guy off, and then we're gonna come back out and do the supply run. We haven't got any HVTs yet. So guys, I want to pick your guys' brains a little bit, because oh, hell yeah, we gotta hit this. You got it. So, but I wanted to pick your guys' brain a little bit really quick. State of Decay 3 related. Because I put out a video a couple years ago. I actually watched it back the other day because I wanted to kind of see like where my mindset was then to like where my mindset is now. And like how many things changed. And a lot of the stuff that, you know, I would like to see is still pretty much the same. But I see some of you guys saying, you know, I want to see, you know, more storylines from Red Talon. I want to see more storylines from the network. You want to see more like faction type things like that. And that's where I was before, until I spoke with somebody and they kind of put my brain in a different space. And we kind of talked about this a little bit the other day. Think more Fallout, right? Think more Fallout, where every new game introduces a completely different region with a completely different factions, completely different people, new areas to explore, new faction threats, because, you know, the network, Lily Ritter, Marcus, State of Decay 1, Trumbull Valley was in a very small area in one part of one state. You know what I mean? So wouldn't you want to, you telling me you would rather see the same game, just hammering the same characters, same story, same everything over and over and over again, and maybe just iterating a little bit more on it? Or would you rather see something take place in a completely different area with new groups, new survivors, new threats, new like different areas and a feel like a completely different vibe? You know what I mean? Like, what would you guys rather prefer? Because I know some people are like, no, I liked it. I like this. I want it to stay the same, and just I want to see more of the same. But then some people are kind of like, no, I want to see something different. I want to see something new. You know what I mean? Like, instead of State of Decay here, what about State of Decay in New York City or New York? What about State of Decay in Florida? What about State of Decay in Texas? What about State of Decay in Europe? You know what I mean? And kind of see like what's going on in other parts of the world instead of just the one little spot in the one state. Oh, Bill, that's what's up, dude. I actually had to go and buy a second T-Mobile today because somebody pointed out that they have an internet cap, right? So once I use 1.2 terabytes of data, They kind of cap you, which most normal people would never use 1.2 terabytes, but because of my streams, I definitely will hit that. So the way to circumvent and get around that is I just bought a second modem. So when I hit the cap on one router, I just literally unplug it, plug the next one in, whole new bucket. Yeah, because the thing about State of Decay, right, and the stories is they were half baked as it was, like the characters. That's why Red Talon, the network, like a lot of that stuff, that's why it feels like it does, because it was just lore that they sprinkled into a sandbox. You know what I mean? And to kind of give the world, like to give you the feeling that there's more going on outside with these characters from the first game and these factions from the first game than, you know, what you see happening in front of you. It's the way to make the world feel bigger, because yeah, if you're just in Trumbull and everything's just Trumbull, or you're in Drucker, everything's Drucker, you don't get any radio calls, you don't hear the stuff about, you know, Red Talon and the missions and network and the Twain and all this stuff. It just makes you feel like you're living in this little box. So all that stuff was just kind of seasoning for the sandbox. And I initially was like, dude, I want like more. Like, I want more of this. I want them to really expand on this. I want, instead of hearing about Red Talon or network on the radio, I want to see it. You know, I want to see it in front of me. But then now I'm like sitting here thinking, like, if I had the choice though to pick between seeing more Red Talon or seeing something completely new, I would definitely take something completely new personally. Well, Jagger, yeah. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with the story. But if you go and you look at the network, you look at Red Talon in State of Decay 2, the Homecoming DLC, a lot of people didn't, it was Undead Labs' way to try to tie up all of the loose ends in State of Decay. They tied up all the Heartland stuff, Chavez, you know, the Wilkersons, Ray Santos. They were tying up a lot of these loose ends. If you listen to a lot of the radio calls with Red Talon, you kind of see a little bit of like what Red Talon falling apart with the whole Cami Baez situation and the work camps and things like that. You do get a lot of that. You get the whole thing with Lily Ritter and Twain and Lily surviving, almost dying, but surviving. And then, you know, then you kind of get the at the end of the Homecoming DLC with Mickey Wilkerson and Lily and the medicine, and they kind of tied up that loose end right there with the characters. So there was a lot of tying up of loose ends and stories and characters that they did with Homecoming. Not saying necessarily because we're not ever going to see these characters again, but if it was me and I was trying to, you know, pave the way for something new, I would want to tie up some loose ends also. That's just the way I kind of look at it. So that way, if we never hear from Lily Ritter again, it's like, okay, well, we've seen the end of, like, you know, Lily's story. It's kind of like whatever happened to her, it's kind of up in the wind. We don't know. Unless you're in that area, you're in the network, you wouldn't know. Now, if you're in this whole new area, you don't even know who the Lily Ritter is. Yeah, they tied up the whole Cleo thing. Like, yeah, there was a lot of loose ends tied up in the in State of Decay 2.
We're here. Put as many fences as you can between yourself and the Zeds. We'll try to keep you alive.
Cleo was tied up though. It was brought down into one machine, and it was put into a base, your base, and that was it. You know, it became Haven. It became the Haven device. But as long as that infrastructure stayed up, which we don't know how long satellites are going to stay working, and Cleo is going to be able to run properly, but they try to tie that up too. But it was left open in Heartland, but then they solved it in Homecoming. So yeah, you gotta, which we'll go over more of this stuff here once we get into that part of the lore playthrough that we're doing here, once we get to State of Decay 2, you guys will see a lot of those. I'll point them out, you know, where you can kind of see some of this stuff being buttoned up. This area's a little... Shit.
Hey, over here. I found a stash of supplies. Mind helping me bring this stuff back to base?
So the zombies are going to be able to just bust through the windows, but it's fine. We're just going to hold down the fort right here.
Ready to roll in a minute.
Damn. Jesus, dude. Yo, Farrell's in this game. Definitely get you on that panic spray mode.
Lead the way. Watch the front.
Grab it and finish it!
Eskimo, you have a good night, all right? And oh shit. That's what I do, chat.
Thanks for the company. I'll make sure all this gets to the right place.
Nice. So I got us some food there. So I think the only resource we're still hurting on at the moment is ammo. Yeah, everything else is super, super good. So this guy's just got a regular fever.
Caller, please, go ahead.
Remember when the Army was still dropping emergency supplies? Well, I've got mine, right here. And I'll share them with the first human being I see. Just come and get me out of here.
Them homie's got a whole ass shotgun. No, I think about it, dude. Regular shotguns were not that common in State of Decay. I don't recall ever... Other than that incendiary shotty, I never really used one. The aggressor 870. 870 combat. The inscribed with the word Odin. Yeah, this one's pretty nice though. We'll use a shotty. Give it a whirl. Grab this mace here. Got another survivor over here. Observe, everything's good, man. Tal, I see you, bro. How you doing today, man?
I'm headed your way now.
But I think, Chat, and I want y'all to all be straight up honest with me, okay? Because, like I said, I'm one person with one opinion, and my opinion can be very wrong. But another thing that because we're sitting here talking about like stories and things like that, in State of Decay 3, and not saying State of Decay 3 wouldn't have a great story or couldn't have a great story, but the one thing I'm sitting here thinking about is State of Decay 1 and 2 were not popular games because they had great stories. Right? This game didn't sell as many copies as it did because of the stories and because of the network and how great the network was or how great Red Talon was. That wasn't what sold and made State of Decay popular, at least for me. What made the game popular was its unique spin on a zombie survival simulation, the interesting base building, the game mechanics, the gameplay loop is what made State of Decay popular, not its stories or characters. No, like that, like most people don't even give a shit about that. Because if they want a good story zombie game, they're going to go play The Last of Us. If they want a good story game, they're going to go play Days Gone. They're going to play games like that. You know what I mean? Where State of Decay kind of focused on the systems, the things like, the bases, the community driven stuff. That is what makes State of Decay interesting. So when I sit here, because I wanted State of Decay 3, I was like, I want that game to have all the story. I want it to have all of this stuff. I want it to have, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, wait, I didn't put 10,000 hours into State of Decay 2 because it had a great story. I put less time into the State of Decay 1, and this is the game that has the story. And I put more time into State of Decay 2 because it's super replayable. It's super fun. It's very dynamic. Every playthrough from one playthrough to the next feels pretty different until you get thousands of hours in. Then you'll kind of start to see the cracks. But realistically, I think a better State of Decay 3 to me now would be them taking the systems that make State of Decay interesting and making those really good. Interesting bases, more interesting survivors and community stuff, and really expanding the plague system, like we've seen in the trailer and stuff like that. I feel like that would make the game more popular than them trying to tell a good story. Because again, if you want a good story zombie game, you just go play The Last of Us. You know what I mean? I don't want the State of Decay to try to be The Last of Us. I want it to continue doing what it does and just take that system and build on it. You know what I mean? But that's how I look at it. Zerb, thank you so much for the membership, bro. I appreciate the re-up, dude. Yeah. So Heartland is a good explanation on a good mix for sure, Jagger, but Heartland is the least played game mode in State of Decay. Because when you have a storyline like Heartland, it's linear. You're taking a game like State of Decay, which is very dynamic, and you're making it linear. And that's why State of Decay 1 wasn't as popular as 2, because it was also very linear in comparison to the second game. That's so nasty. Is Farrell coming? Whew, that shit's got some kick, dude. Getting the kills though, we're only getting. Yeah, Farrell's staying over there, which I'm okay with. You sucking my shit crazy style?
That's the most important stuff. I'm ready to move. You actually can. I can't believe it.
Believe it, and get moving. The Zeds always come back.
But yeah, I only say that because that was my outlook. Like when I used to do my talking about what would make State of Decay 3 a better game, it was, oh, they need to make it more like the first game. They need to add story back into it. But then when I sat back and I really thought about it, and I'm like, story is not going to make State of Decay 3 a better game. They need to double down on these systems. Make, you know, because play cards were kind of boring in State of Decay. Try to figure out something to make play cards or Plague like not as boring as the first game. Make it more interesting. You know, make enclaves more interesting. Make the bases more interesting. Make survivors more interesting. Like that's the stuff, in my opinion, that would really elevate this series. Not necessarily like adding some story to it that people are going to play through once and kind of be like, oh yeah, you know, that was cool. But yeah, that was my solution before originally. I was like, oh yeah, add story in a State of Decay 3 and it'll be great.
We're here. Put as many fences as you can between yourself and the Zeds.
So I wonder if we can play as Vance now too. All right, let's get some heals. All right, so we got to contact High Road now. Let's try to reestablish communications.
This is Greyhound 1, trying to reach High Road Actual.
Stand by, Greyhound 1.
This is High Road Actual. Greyhound 1, switch to encrypted channel 1-5 so we can speak freely. Greyhound 1, this is Brigadier General Henry Connors. I understand you've been busy extracting assets from Danforth.
Colonel Peel was providing intel for us, sir. We understand he's gone dark?
Affirmative. Doghouse is no longer active, but before we lost contact, he sent us a burst transmission with plenty of intel. He had one objective good to go and a whole stack of leads. Your orders are to stay on mission, assuming you still have the personnel.
We're good.
Roger that, sir. Ready and willing. Be advised, we've set up an outpost at the LZ. The call sign is Black Friday. We're on the radio 24/7.
Black Friday. Acknowledged. We'll keep the birds in the air for you. And you keep your eyes open for military assets lost in the field. We'll use anything you can find.
So we got the artillery.
About that target. Dr. Horn made several visits to a medical examiner named Timothy Hall just in the past week. If these visits had anything to do with the outbreak, that office may contain some of the earliest known samples of the disease. The ME's office is on lockdown, so there's a good chance of survivors. If Hall is alive, get him out of there. If he's dead, then just send us whatever you can find.
Wilco, sir. Black Friday out.
Well, it doesn't sound very promising. Okay, so Timothy Hall's right over there. We're going to do a radio call now for resources, so we should have... Damn, so I thought he said we reestablished contact. He would keep the birds in the air. I guess it was just for the evac. That sucks. So let's get the generator down. Get the mines back up. So my team's out there getting resources still, but man, we need ammo, dude. I wonder if State of Decay 3 might be available for PS5. So I have no clue. I thought it would have been a great thing for that game. Now, I asked, is the new Forza 6, I think I asked this the other day and you guys answered, is the new Forza going to be a day one PS5 game? Or is there going to be a wait?
Take that one out.
Timothy.
The army? I can't believe it. I thought I was the only one left alive.
Dr. Hall, we're actually here to get something from you.
Is this about those bodies they brought in last week? I was right, wasn't I? They all had the same weird pathology, even though they came from completely different sources.
Do you still have any samples?
Yes. Around here, somewhere. Sorry, this place is a mess. I'll gather up what I can.
I think this is where you get a little bit of lore. You get lore on the freaks in this game mode, actually, explaining the mutations.
All my notes were on my network, but with the power out, now they're just in my head.
I guess we'll just have to get you back alive then, huh?
I'm playing on keyboard and mouse for all the State of Decay games. I think they're perfect.
All right, that's it. Everything else is either missing or with Dr. Horn.
Then it's missing. Dr. Horn is dead.
What? Wait, of course he is. Who isn't dead right now?
That's a good way to look at it. Sir, get in.
It's down. Finish it.
I blew his fucking back out, dude. Chad, that's that. See, and then y'all say it's sus when I say stuff, but that's literally the definition of, like, we blew his fucking back out. No diddy.
It's like every body they brought in last week had this infection that wasn't an infection.
You didn't call the CDC?
Nobody was dying of a disease. These were accident victims, homicides, heart attacks. I didn't want to start a whole thing over a few weird cadavers.
All right, bro. Tell us more, man. Good Lord, again, thank you for the membership, bro. How is that sus? Guys, if you take a shotgun, right, and you shoot somebody and the bullets hit the front of them, and then they blow through the body and blow the back of them out because it's no longer there, how else would you say that? What, you shot his back off? Like, no, you blew his shit out. All right, come on.
This is your base.
It's a command outpost.
How else would you
Black
reword it?
Friday. You know, because of all the crowds trying to get inside.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Like, give me some alternatives, chat. Give me some alternatives because I don't think you guys can. So I wonder if that other shotgun reloads just as shitty as this one does. I think they're both 870, so I don't think it matters. There was the police station over. I think I see. Yeah, there's a police station. I know where it is. We can get some ammo. I think I know where it is. I actually have no fucking clue. I think it's down here. See, I see a lot of y'all talking that crap in the chat, but none of y'all are coming up with suggestions. No, none of you guys, because you guys know that blowing the back out is the only real way to explain that activity. The Danforth Police Department.
Looks like it's infestation.
Oh shit, it's infested. Peel this gooey back quick. Look at that Danforth Police. I ain't gonna lie, that does look like that was kind of put on there with paint. Oh, about to get my shit from the front, but I dodged them. Blue hit. I didn't bring no fire though. Shit, bitch, fuck! No, oh my god! Get in! Yeah, I thought he was about to kill me, dude. I was about to yell, no! But I got up like a splash was going quick. Come on, splash this shit. Is he down? No, he's not down. Stop it! Oh, he's sucking my shit from the back. That's crazy. Got it. He's splat. Okay. Yo, we're real beat up right now. Mm-hmm. Nope. Yep.
Time for a break.
Still another screamer in here somewhere. Oh shit. Oh, we gotta go. We got the siege coming. I need a better gun though. This one ain't got the range we need. Alright, so we gotta hit him with that free. Bam, bam, bam. Coming in like a real hero, dude. This first wave down.
Contact north.
Incoming! Got Sets wearing body armor.
Got a jug. We got a jug. Heal this gooey back. There it is.
This is Black Friday to High Road. We've got Timothy Hall en route to your position with a pack full of samples.
Roger that, Black Friday. Hope you got what we need. High Road out.
Help us with sickness. Get that repaired. So we are completely out of freaking bullets, man. We're going to get back over to that police station, though. What game am I playing after this? I was thinking about doing some, probably playing some more Stalker tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be jumping on some Crimson Desert, 7.62 on this LMG. Yeah, it should be enough ammo. Now we'll jump this. I gotta save some inventory here to pick up all this crap that we're about to get at the police station.
Black Friday, we're picking up a strange broadcast here that none of my folks can make any sense of.
This is Cleo. Order at DC. 11 Tango Lima, November 99 Foxtrot 61 Quebec. This is Cleo. Order at DC. 11 Tango Lima.
We've put together our best guess as to the location, but it isn't using standard grid reference, so we can't be too sure. Go find out who else is operating an RAO. We need to get on the same page. I wrote out.
So there's another little lore nug right there. That's why I love State of Decay Lifeline. They definitely sprinkled a lot of little lore in this. But this goes to show you guys that the military had absolutely no connection with Cleo. Completely separate.
Hearing that our latest caller has been picked up by the military again. Are you Army guys confused or what? You abandon the city when you think we're all going to die, but when somebody gets on the radio, suddenly you're here to save us. Fuck, where were you when my neighborhood was turning into a zombie nest?
Damn. He's sucking my shit crazy style. We're gonna make this into an ammo outpost. Generator's done.
All clear.
All right, beautiful. All right, let's get some ammo here. Actually gonna take these right now to heal up. A little bit of shotty ammo, nothing great. In State of Decay 1, do you have a fighting chance when your character gets incapacitated? Yeah, you still have a little bit of a chance to get back up in State of Decay 1. It's not as forgiving as State of Decay 2. Like, there's times in State of Decay 2 where you can get down twice, 3 times even, and get back up. Kind of depends on your surrounding and
ammo.
But yeah, this game is not as forgiving as 2, but there's still a chance you can get back up, especially if you have a leveled up character. But yeah, State of Decay 2 is real OP with that. Depending on your character, your survivor, how strong they are and what is hitting you while you're down, you can get up multiple times. Decent bit of stuff. Okay, there's the ammo.
Dr. Horn had a close collaborator, a grad student named Madison Grant, last seen at a makeshift shelter just outside of town. She just tried to call out on her cell phone 10 minutes ago from the same location. If she's alive, she may be able to piece together Dr. Horn's research notes.
Roger that, High Road. We'll get to that location and report back on what we find.
Be advised, that location is no longer secure. Bring her back in one piece. I rode out.
Nice.
All right, so we got to outpost this place
We've
first.
got company here.
Nice. Wow. Okay, that was heavy. Real juicy right there. Lord Cleo was that robot in State of Decay 2. There's a whole quest line. Ooh.
This is Sasquatch calling Black Friday. Requesting additional forces at my position inside the Highway 9 tunnel.
Black Friday, too. Who is this again?
I've been listening to you pokes yammer on the radio for a couple days now, doing your best to fuck up the apocalypse. So how about we argue call signs later after you fucking come out here and reinforce my ass?
Get off this frequency, buddy. This is for grown-up Army work, not whatever it is you're doing.
What I'm doing is saving the damn world, shit for brains. I got the key to fixing this whole mess right here in my pack. What I don't have is a way out of this damn tunnel. You want to get out of this mess alive? I suggest you send me a fucking extraction.
Is this guy for real?
I don't know, but this is the best show I've had since the lights went out. I say we go get this guy.
Yeah, look at him clowning on Sasquatch, bro, like he ain't the real deal. All right, so we got an outpost now. Real quick, let's get all this away here. Yeah, they're sitting there talking some cash. I'm like, bro, Sasquatch will actually beat that ass. All right, so we ended up with, I think, 2 bags of ammo for the base, and we got an ammo outpost, so that should help us out with keeping our minds up.
Nice.
It's heavy, real good guns right there. So dark in here.
No room for that.
About
No room
2
for that.
grenade launchers.
Time to head on back. No room for that.
Good shit. All right, let's go drop this in the back here. We got 2 bags. 2 bags of ammo and an outpost. That's not bad. Let's go rescue Sasquatch here. Oh, the Cleo drops right here. Yeah, I probably should grab a melee weapon. Shut down. Nice, 2 more bags of ammo. Got a melee weapon. Try to get my shit from the back, but you can't because I'm ungettable. Fuel. A big backpack will come back for that.
Black Friday. I understand this beacon was some kind of supply drop. Military, or at least made to look that way. I don't know of any other supply operations in your area. So as far as I'm concerned, that crate is yours. Exercise caution. I wrote out.
Do we still play Ark? I mean, we play every game. As for Ark, we played it for like 3 months straight, pretty much. And we did a lot of stuff in the game, so now we're making room for other games. But we're not playing Ark actively right now.
Nice.
I put that in the wrong truck, didn't I? Yeah, I just loaded up the back of the wrong one.
I'm out of gas.
We gotta get the shit in here. It's like, yo, where'd my other ammo bags go? Nah, yeah, I loaded it up in the wrong truck.
No room for that.
The one thing I loved about State of Decay 2 compared to State of Decay 1 was the fact that the inventory system was done so much better. In State of Decay 1, you have like, you got like these 8 slots, or what, 10 slots, and that's it. That's for everything. That's for your guns, that's for your melee weapons, that's for your backpack items, that's everything. But in State of Decay 2, they changed it to where you have your own slots for guns and melee weapons, and then you have everything else. But yeah, the combined slots, like, or the combined backpack inventory in SOD1 was fucking horrific. So bad. Oh, we'll come back and get those mines out of there. I'm not really concerned about them though, because I'm not going to use them. We're gonna go pick up Sasquatch after this.
Guess I'm headed back now.
Probably should rearm. Yep. Completely fill up. Anderson, how you doing, brother man? Alright, so now we should be able to get this in here. Get that good sleep, man. Sonny's live right now. Alright, so we're good on ammo. The only problem is my survivor's tired. We'll pop a... Damn, I got no coffee. Yeah, it's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes, dude. Alright. We should probably just swap survivors, really. We're gonna turn this stuff in. Oh, did we clear? Oh, we cleared the whole building. All right, we're good there. We're good. And I appreciate that, man. So we have Madison Grant over here. We got to go get her. And we got to get... All right, we're gonna get Sasquatch first. Yeah, we're just gonna grab a different survivor because I don't want him to be tired. All right, we're good. I'm gonna switch to the bigger backpack. When is the permadeath? That starts tomorrow, Anderson. Yeah, I'll be messing around with that tomorrow. Be careful. Really, guys? Be careful that the rucksacks don't blow my back out. Hold on one sec. Yeah, so we're gonna get Sasquatch, and then the only thing we got to worry about is I think you can. I think correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think you can mess up and like miss. You can miss like rescuing the people. I think you can actually jack it up. Okay, so to get Sasquatch, you got to go into like the underground area. Danger zone.
Don't let it get up.
About time you showed up. Let's get my high-speed, low-drag ass back to your base.
Come on, get in. Ooh, we got him. Oh. You can't go into the red areas.
Your name is Sasquatch.
My name is His Holiness Sergeant Kelly Eldridge III, Bucking Esquire.
You know, I could have left you back in that tunnel.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this was a fucking daycare. Gotta learn to say please and thank you.
What's this miracle you say you're toting around?
You ain't got the clearance.
No, I ain't got the patience.
Just get me back to base to talk to my handler, all right? Clear this whole thing right the hell up.
Watch your back.
I don't know any Sergeant Eldridge. We had an agency operation over a doghouse before it went dark. Not much chance of contacting them now.
So this guy is legit, General?
I have no idea. I'd guess your guy is Special Activities Division, but what he was doing in there, anybody's guess.
Special
I'll tell you
Forces,
what I was
baby.
doing. Getting tissue samples from one of those armless, noisy freaks. My handler said this biopsy is worth me risking my funky ass. So do you people want it or not?
If it's intel on the Zeds, we want it. Put Sergeant Eldridge on the next bird.
Not yet. I got a whole list of freaks to get through first. Oh, and without my handler, I'm gonna need access to your intel.
Sir?
Can you afford to turn down another rifle? Take him on.
Roger that. But he's not going on another freak hunting mission without an escort. Rescuing him once is enough. You want our intel, you're under our command. Got it?
Oh, yes, sir. So I guess you're my commanding officer now. Well, by your leave, boss. Can I pretty please continue my operation? You ready for this shit?
All right, so Sasquatch here, guys, is the one that will kind of introduce you to a little bit of the lore for the freaks. Yeah, it's pretty legit. So we want to search for a bloater.
My handler had me collecting tissue samples from the freaks. You know, the Zeds that feature enhanced person murdering capabilities.
We've got plenty of those already. If you want to go through the pile.
It's not that easy. I need them in good condition. That means killing them in a certain way. And I get my sample while the body's still twitching. For this trip, we're going after a bloater. And that means I need you to score a headshot. Think you can handle that?
I wouldn't be here if I could.
Miss. Yeah, okay.
Looks empty now.
Yeah, he's in here.
I see one now.
Good enough. I can work with this. Well, he won't be needing that anymore.
What did you take?
Well, look at you. Aren't you curious? I got a sample from his gut,
Oh,
which is hard to do without piercing the outer flesh and making him go boom. Now let's get moving and make this shit somebody else's problem.
What are we supposed to learn from this sample?
We learn what's up inside these guys. Are they really just bloated corpses? Because last time I checked, popping open a corpse didn't kill everybody in the room. Somehow, that bloater went from human being to chemical weapon in less than a day.
Maybe the Z virus just...
Excuse me? Virus?
Isn't it a virus?
Nobody knows what it is. But it sure as shit ain't a virus. We'd have seen it by now. This is something else. Something much worse.
Easy. Yeah, so the thing about Sasquatch chat is Sasquatch actually has a really cool quest line, but he can actually die during the quest line and then you don't get to finish it. Yeah, it's kind of wild. let's do this.
And here we are.
Okay, that's all we needed.
Now, I don't know if we get to play as him, right? Is he a playable? Not right now. Okay. We gotta go get her.
Black Friday. This is High Road Actual. We can't keep burning fuel on extractions if you can't bring in assets. Fix your problem, soldier.
We gotta get Madison right now. Yeah, I just realized we are at the stage 2.
I see an infestation of Zeds down there. Looks like an infestation. Looks clear to me. Looks clear to me. I can still hear something.
There we go. Yo, so they got the big grocery store. This is the one thing I was upset with State of Decay 2, is they didn't have any POIs like this, guys. Oh, shit. We gotta get her.
Stay back!
Come,
Smashing heads in here!
wait, are you Madison? You're not Madison, bro. Your name is...
Wait, you're alive? You're the army? I thought you guys had cleared out.
Not yet. Someone made a call on a cell phone from this location.
The Royal Ison didn't work. I'm gonna have to redo the kick tomorrow. I told you, babe, just do the toys. Yeah, this wasn't the same Brock,
the
though.
shelter went down, she had to run off without it.
We're going to broaden our search. Grant was last seen alive, but her current status and location are unknown.
Wait, you're here to rescue her? Well, who is she?
Just a college student.
Hey, I'm a college student.
Just show me where you think she went.
Okay, we are running out of time, guys. We're already at stage 3. I think if you don't have them rescued by time that kicks off, like, you miss the extraction window. I was say you might be able to find somebody like Michael's or something, like be able to go and buy.
Anybody home?
We're done here.
Hey, you in there?
Nothing to see.
Fuck.
Hey.
There she is. Come on.
Damn.
It's good to see a friendly face.
Madison Grant? We've got a helicopter inbound to pick you up.
Are you serious? Let's get the hell out of here.
Oh. Yeah, so... Alright, we're good here, we're good here. Get in. Get in, lady. Stop being stuck. Get in.
Miss Grant, I'm sorry. Thomas Horn is dead. We need your help with his notes. Were you involved with his research?
Oh. Well, yeah. We were involved. I mean, we were working together. Since his wife left him, we, spent a lot of time together. At the lab, I mean. Well, mostly at the lab. He had this theory that the simplest forms of life could define more complete systems if we looked at them not as independent organisms, but as modification instructions for more complex systems.
Miss Grant, I just need to know that I'm rescuing someone who knows the science, and not just Dr. Horn's girlfriend.
I know the science, and I'm his girlfriend.
Damn.
The two aren't mutually exclusive. Get me on that helicopter, and I'll show you what I can do.
Yeah, I like that plan. I'm getting on the helicopter too, right?
All right, stay close to the landing zone until your ride gets here. Cure this thing for us, all right?
Thank you.
So she wasn't just
I'll do what I
cheeks, guys. All right, we got the siege coming right now. All right, we're good. Make sure my mines, even if they're not, yeah, they should be active. I was gonna say, even if they're not active, we're screwed because it takes like 2 minutes for them to go active. So what is that? 762. It's good, Molly. Good, Molly. Good, Molly. Shit. Dude, the mines aren't going off.
Bingo on ammo.
Just molly that. Just gonna molly that. Armored. Yeah, so we got a couple armoreds coming in. Yeah. Can't leave motherfuckers. We're gonna need more splody bits. Oh shit! Okay, this is not good. They breached. Fuck. Okay, this is getting bad, guys. This is getting real bad. I gotta get more ammo.
Shot. don't think so.
Shit.
Can't carry that much.
Big Molly. Okay, that was fat. Okay, that got sketch. That got real sketch. Oh, God. Chuggy's down. Oh, so you can repair this. Yeah, that's exactly how that works for sure. I've seen that happen before. We'll repair the other side. We should be good. That was bad. What new freaks do you think they're going to introduce into State of Decay 3? I have no clue. Where could they go with the freaks? Like, what new freaks would you guys want to see in State of Decay 3? Because I've seen people say stuff like, oh, I want to see like a flying Zed, and I'm like, Am I gonna play Toxic Commando? Probably not. Not really my thing. Good? Nope, got another one. Animal zombies? I don't know about that.
You ready to head out? I ain't waiting here forever. This time we're getting up close and personal.
Hyro, this is Black Friday. The helo is away.
I would love there to be some animal zombies. I don't think they're gonna make it though. I don't know. What made me think there's no longer going to be animals is the devs have said it multiple times that the whole like zombie animal situation was kind of, it was a bad thing that ended up happening. But when we seen the last trailer compared to the first trailer, that's when I was like, the first trailer didn't even look like State of Decay. You know what I mean? Like if you just seen that trailer and there was no State of Decay logo that popped up at the end of that trailer, let me know right now, honestly, if any of you guys could have watched that trailer, right? And then without a logo and been able to like, yep, that's State of Decay 3. I guarantee not a single one of you guys would be able to finger that as State of Decay because there was nothing. There was nothing in that trailer that looked like State of Decay. So then when the second trailer dropped, that one looked like State of Decay. Everything about that was State of Decay. You know what I mean? So when I seen it from one trailer to the next, that's when I was like, like, yeah, I feel like if we were going to see some zombie animals, we might have seen some zombie animals in that. But yeah, if you watch that first trailer, like go watch it right now. Like watch that trailer back. If you just watch that trailer and don't look at the splash screen at the end, I would have thought it was just some other weird survival game. You know what I mean? With a deer and shit like that. There was nothing that even said zombie game up until the end when you seen the deer.
He's on board.
Copy that, Black Friday. We've got a workstation set up for her with everything we could salvage from Horn's research.
Whew, that was
Let's hope
close.
she's been doing her homework. I wrote out.
But a lot of people are putting a lot of stock in that first trailer, and you know, I've said it, the devs have said it, like a lot of people keep trying to say, like, don't put too much stock into that first trailer. Because yeah, there was a lot of stuff that seemed to have went on between when that, there it is, there's the drone support, between when that trailer came out and then like the latest trailer came out. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I would love there to be animals, though. I told you guys before. I want horses. I want animals. I want all that. I think that shit would be dope. But yeah, when I seen that second trailer, I was like, there was no animals in this.
You ready for this shit?
So what does he want to hunt? Let's see what he wants to hunt.
This time we're getting up close and personal. Bring a good blade with you. None of that golf club bullshit.
So I don't know why he says to bring a
We're looking for
good
a guy
blade.
with long arms and legs, no eyes, and weird color to the skin.
We're calling those ferals.
Whatever. I can't have you beating it to death or blowing its head off. We need a good, clean kill with a sharp blade so I can harvest most of the head. See, it's got no eyes, but it knows where we are. Eggheads want to know how.
So right there is, you know, up until I played this, I didn't know ferals were blind until this Sasquatch quest. Yeah, I had no clue ferals were even blind. All right, we're gonna switch. Damn, everybody's sick. Gravely ill. I have an infirmary. We got to get this upgrade. Damn, people are sick as hell right now. We got medicine, but yeah, it's just not enough. All of our survivors are getting really, really sick. All right. We can't swap survivors right now. We're already too far into the mission. I got the melee weapon that he wanted, though, and then we'll grab this. And then we just got to beat the hell out of some zombies. Now, I think he says not to shoot it, but I think you can still shoot it and it doesn't matter. I don't know exactly, though. I think we're getting State of Decay 3 probably end of the year or next year. I think so, too. I think if it was going to come out this year, it's going to be the end. There's no way, Chad. I mean, maybe. I mean, Microsoft has shadow dropped shit before. Like, they've shadow dropped shit before. But I feel like if it was going to come out at any respectable point, like any, because Fable comes out in August, and they've already announced that. So I feel like if it was going to come out any time frame around August, we would have heard something at this point, right? And then if it was going to be maybe the showcase, maybe we hear something in the showcase that would put, if they announce something in the showcase and then say, you know, push it to the end of the year and say it will release around the end of the year, then that would also make sense. But I feel like if we don't hear something at the showcase, then there's a good chance that it's probably going to be next year. Okay, so there's a feral somewhere around here. Just gotta make sure I don't panic and shoot it. Look at this.
Looks like an infestation.
Good enough. I can work with this.
Let's just get the samples and go.
All right, let's go.
What do you think they'll get out of this sample?
The very last piece of a secret weapon that'll kill all the Zeds and return the world to normal. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. No bullshit Hollywood ending for us. The bad boys back at base want to know how we end up with so many of these ferals. If this was a random mutation, we'd have seen it one time and that's it. But no, we see Pharaoh after Pharaoh and then another Pharaoh. It's like they're following a blueprint.
A blueprint.
Lose the eyes, stretch out the limbs, and add a hunger for human flesh. Over and over again.
Who would write a blueprint like that?
Fuck if I know. Maybe something makes certain people change in a certain way when they get dead. Ain't my area of expertise. I just hunt the fuckers.
See, that's what I love about Sasquatch's missions. Like, they give you the insight that, like, certain humans, there's something with our bodies. You know, like, you have me, like, if I get infected, I might just turn into a regular zombie, you know, where Priscilla might get infected, she might turn into, like, a screamer or something like that. You know what I mean? And it just, depending on your body and how your body reacts to the virus or the mutation, changes what you turned into. It's pretty wild.
Okay, that's all we needed.
A lot of Dr. Horn's funding seems to have come from a little NGO called the Human Future Fund. It has an office in Danforth, run by a woman named Michelle Martin. Get into that office and bring back whatever intel you can find. If Dr. Horn or his colleagues sent documents to the HFF, we need to see them.
Clear, sir. Black Friday out.
Why a screamer? Well, I wouldn't want to call her a fucking juggernaut, right? Or a bloater, because then that's insulting, right? And then Sasquatch was talking about a feral, so that's why I said screamer. You know what I mean? So what time? Okay. Screamers just need to get back to make. No, get out of here with that. We don't talk like that. But yeah, we're gonna end this episode here, guys. We are gonna be doing another stream, so we're not done. But this game mode's not very long. You can usually we'll probably end up beating it next stream. So I don't want to go too far because I don't want the next stream of this to be too short. Was that Marcus in the army camp? No. Yeah, Marcus ain't here. Um, oh. Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. Got it. Bam. Calvin, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. This is the game that brought me to your channel. Good time. I'm glad you're enjoying it, bro. I hope you're having a good night tonight. Yeah, I'm just getting my next stream set up real quick. I had to put these. Why is that? Mm-hmm. There we go. All right, we're good. A beautiful. Yeah, so those of you guys that we'll talk about it in the Stalker stream because I want some more information. I haven't watched the trailer yet for the the new Stalker DLC. So maybe we'll check that out. Gia. All right. All right. So we're good on that, guys. Next stream is up. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for coming and hanging out. If I don't see you guys in the next stream, I do hope y'all have a great rest of your night. But yeah, Lifeline is a interesting game mode in State of Decay. It's very different. The gameplay loop is very, very different. Yeah, Stalker stream's already up. We'll be going live on here in just a few minutes over on that one. But yeah, the game mode is a lot different than your traditional State of Decay loop, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. Was because when you're playing State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 1, it's all about just like playing your survivors who don't really have anything, and then you're trying to push in, you're trying to build up, and from nothing to something and clear areas. Where this military focused one is more about like going into areas, rescuing HVTs, having ammo, weapons, like you have the might of the military, you have the resources of the military. So it does feel very, very different. I do like it.
Do you have to throw the fight on your VR?
I don't know if I have it on that one. I don't remember what account that is. I think I have it on my Steam. Yeah, that's how I was able to play it. Yeah, I have it on Steam. Why?
I wanted to play through all the fight.
Oh.
Maybe I'll have it on this.
No, yeah, it's all that stuff's on my Steam account. So yeah, if you've never given the game mode a chance, like I said, State of Decay is one. I believe it's on Game Pass, and I believe the one on Game Pass is Year One Survival Edition. So if you just download it just to try out this game mode, yeah, you could definitely do that. NAC 1 needs to come out already. So Stare, I heard that game's not coming out till like 2028, dude. Yeah, I guess some people were in their Discord or something, and they were projecting a potential release date for like 2028. I'm like, State of Decay games deserve more. I do feel like in the grand scheme, like if you go out and you grab a modern audience of like modern casual gamers, I like to call them, and you say, name the top 3 zombie survival games. You know how many people like ask me all the time, and I only know this because thousands of people over the years. When they ask like what I do on YouTube, like, oh, what games do you play? Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I play like, and this is IRL, right? And people are, oh, what games do you play? And I'm like, oh yeah, I play, mainly play like survival games, zombie survival games. And they're like, oh really? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, I'm like, I started with State of Decay 2, and they're like, oh yeah, I never heard of that one. Like nobody knows what the fuck State of Decay is, and it's crazy to me. I'm like, dude, how does nobody know what this game is? Like nobody knows what the hell State of Decay is, and to me, it's like super popular. But yeah, a lot of people like the most popular zombie games like that everybody would know about is like literally COD Zombies. I've had people like, oh, well, you mean like you play games like COD Zombies? What? Days Gone is not even a super like, yeah, Days Gone is still pretty niche in the casual realm. Big zombie games that like people know about are games like COD Zombies. What is another one? Left 4 Dead is pretty well known amongst like just the general populace. What's another one? DayZ is pretty well known amongst a lot of people know what DayZ is. Trying to think Dying Light is pretty well known because it kind of shines into like more of the mainstream, which is wild to me because it's like Dying Light is a more popular IP than State of Decay, but I think State of Decay is inherently the better zombie survival game. Where Dying Light obviously is an amazing game. Don't get me wrong, I love Dying Light to fucking death, but the fact that it outshines State of Decay so much is beyond me, blows my mind. The Last of Us is a pretty popular zombie IP. I would say is a lot more mainstream. A lot more people would probably know what that game is. But yeah, State of Decay is very under known. Dead Island would be another pretty well known IP. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Because, yeah, if somebody's like, hey, name the top 5 zombie games, your State of Decay would easily be in that list. But, yeah, most people that I've spoken to, they don't even know what the hell it is. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. Let me see here. Well, Devil, this game here is from 2013. When you put it in that light, I think this game looks pretty damn solid for being from 2013. The second game is way more modern looking than this one. But yeah, this game is from 2013, bro. And it looks pretty solid, man. Yeah, I mean, State of Decay is very, very popular amongst like people, like, like once you're in the space, like, yeah, you meet tons of people that know it, but I guess it's like the mainstream realm. It's so underrated. It's crazy. Zombie Shooter 2 is a hidden. I've never even heard of that. Maniac, how you doing today, by the way? It's not AA or even AAA, but it's pretty cool. I've actually never heard of that game either. Yeah. Okay. But all right, guys, we're going to be doing, we're going to be firing up this next stream here in just a few seconds. So I want to say again, thank you so much for everybody coming and hanging out tonight. If I don't see you in the next stream, I do hope you have a great rest of your night. And for everybody else, make sure you smash that like button, drop some comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. But yeah, we'll be live here in just a few seconds with some Stalker. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.